Hello Seekers, welcome. You have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricardo Gallart, and today I bring you another pick a card tarot reading. And for this pick a card, we're going to be talking about who will you marry. Now for my subscribers, I've done this video in the past, but this is going to just be a refresher. And we're going to talk a little bit about what will your relationship look like. Just information about that future spouse, future husband, possibly where will you meet. That one's new. Where will you meet? And I'm going to try and provide a time frame of when you're going to meet. So that's another interesting thing that I haven't done so in the past. Towards the end, I am going to give you guys, just draw two cards from this pile, which, as you already know, it's just messages, direct messages that your future spouse, the person that you're going to marry, wants you to know right now. So before we get started, I want to remind you Seekers that I have an Etsy shop, and I'm very proud of that Etsy shop. I have personalized readings there at a very discounted rate. Take advantage of those rates. I do plan on increasing them, so please take advantage. Also, I have other items there in that Etsy shop that I think you guys would like. So Seekers, please go down below once you're through with your reading. Go down below and click on that Etsy shop link. It'll take you directly to the shop. If you're interested in those personalized readings, they're at the lowest that they're ever going to be. So please take advantage of those. And let's go ahead and get started. So the process is very simple. In front of you, there are three groups. You have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Now you also have 3 stones. Please take a moment and select the group that calls to you the most. Welcome, group number 1. All right, thank you. So let's go ahead and get started. This card is going to represent the energy of the person that you are going to marry. This is their essence. This is essentially them in one card. So let's go ahead and take a look and see. You have nature. Look at that. All right. Ground yourself. Find the sanctuary in nature. Connect with the elementals. Ooh, very interesting energy here with this person. So this, I keep hearing the word shaman. I keep just seeing someone going into the woods and just enjoying every aspect of the nature. And just this is the type of person that sees a lot of beauty in the outdoors. So this is an outdoorsy kind of person. Someone who likes to just sit and watch the rain. Someone who enjoys everything that nature has to offer. This isn't someone that needs a lot of very lavish things. This is someone that is content with just taking a trip to the great outdoors and just enjoying it. So very, very gentle spirit, I feel. Let's go ahead and try and get more information. Let's put more cards around this one. Let's get an energy reading. Let's see the person that you're going to marry. Let's tap into their energy. We already know that they love the outdoors. So let's take a little energy reading with the energy cards. Oh, look at that. All right. So this is someone, we got the deceit upside down, and then we also have the caring connections right side up. So what this means with this person is that they are not the type that are going to backstab you in any way. This is the person that is extremely loyal. The person that you're going to marry is someone who will never cheat on you. They value loyalty over anything else. They truly care about building strong connections with people. And they're going to see you as their light. They're going to see you as their happiness, as their joy. So remember, I told you at the beginning that I saw them going into the woods and enjoying every aspect of the woods and just sitting there and just watching the rain and really loving that. Well, you are going to be the apple of their eye. You are going to be this magnetic energy that they can't help but look at. You are going to be their happiness, you're going to be their joy, and they're going to sacrifice a lot in order to give you what you need, what you want. This is definitely someone that cares about you deeply. All right, this person is going to be coming for you. And, for some, I do see and sense with the seat upside down that this person has had their fair share of troubles in the past. They're definitely going to show you that they've been through struggles. They've been through some pain. A lot of people have backstabbed them. They've talked about them very badly to other people, and that has left them a bit scarred, a bit hurt with this deceit card. And they're going to share that with you, obviously. You're going to know everything about this person because that's the type of individual that this person is. They are going to be the type that are going to want to overshare. And there's a lot of talk therapy involved. And the reason why they value loyalty so much is because they've experienced so little of it. There's different types of people. I mean, there's people who get betrayed and then they start betraying other people. It's like if they learn from that behavior, so now they're going to do it. This isn't that kind of person. This is the kind of person that sees exactly what they don't want done to them, and they don't do it to other people. So they value loyalty above anything else, and that's one thing that's the highest on their list: loyalty. They value a gentle spirit, someone who is perhaps gentle. They value the beauty of the moment, and they definitely care very deeply for people. And sometimes, with people like that, they get taken advantage of very easily because there are, let's face it, we live in a world where there are psychopaths out there and sociopaths. And typically those people try and tend to befriend people like this that value loyalty, that give a little too much of themselves because they can take advantage of them. And I feel that this person has been really taken advantage of. So they're going to come to you, and they're definitely going to show you their best side because they've seen the worst side in other people and in their own situations, and they wouldn't want that for you and for your marriage. So that is the energy reading. Let's go ahead and see what your marriage with this person is going to look like. And for that, we're going to use the Star Tarot. If you seekers haven't noticed, I'm obsessed with these cards, the Star Tarot cards. They're just so cool. Okay. They're just so cool. I really like them. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what your relationship is going to be like. All right. Okay, so we have some nice cards here. From what I'm seeing with these cards, your relationship is going to be one where there's going to be a lot of activity, a lot of moving, a lot of expressing. I get the feeling that you two are going to work on a project together, a very important project. And this project is going to bring you more happiness. It's going to ignite a fire in you. It's going to ignite a fire in them. It's a project of the mind. I see a lot of talking, communicating. Perhaps something that has to do with gaining customers or followers, or just obtaining people and helping them in some way. Now, it will be exhaustive work, but I do see that you two are going to benefit very greatly from this. There is prosperity. You have the Ace of Pentacles showing its face here. So very, very prosperous endeavors for you two. And I do see also that there is a protection in your relationship. There is this higher sense of purpose, and with that purpose comes protection from your guardians. It signals protection from a higher source. The divine is looking down at you, and I feel that the reason why is because the work that you're both going to do is going to bring about very dynamic change for the next generation, and it will be blessed fully. You're both almost bound to this destiny, and the thing is that you want to be bound because it's a part of you. You want to do this great endeavor. You want to take part in it. You want to be in the you want to be in the center stage is what I'm seeing. I see you two doing some kind of a dance in some kind of center stage, and there's a lot of people watching you, a lot of eyeballs observing. So you're definitely going to be someone or a relationship that inspires others. You're going to be in some way, somehow, leaders of a group, leaders of maybe even a philosophy, a thought process, just overall leaders. That's what I see here, leadership. Now, I want to try and get a deeper understanding of what your relationship is going to be like. So we're going to throw more cards. And let's throw some Art Nouveau Tarot. Let's take a look. All right. So we have here Temperance. We have the Queen of Cups. These are some very powerful cards here. Very powerful cards. And what it tells us is that you're both going to come into this reality, and it's going to be one where you're both going to feel whole. I feel that there is some kind of a void right now going on. You know, let's face it, sometimes when we don't have our significant others next to us, or the people that we care about, or that truly see us for who we are and who we can say anything to, and they will love us no matter what, it can get a bit daunting and life can get a little darker. But with this person, I am seeing that your relationship with them is going to offer you the opportunity to see life in a different way. And you're going to, you know, it's definitely going to have its ups and downs. Like life is definitely a mystery, right? We experience moments of prosperity and we experience moments of loss. And the important thing is to have that other person there with you, that person that shares it with you. And then you help them when they feel down. They help you when you feel down. That is the energy that I'm seeing here with this person. Just very beautiful. They're also, in a sense, I said at the beginning, I heard the word shaman. So, in a way, I'm also seeing a lot of divinity with this person. I'm seeing that they're seers. They can see a little more into other realms, into other realities. It's almost like if they'll be able to pick up on things before you do. Some of you watching this share that gift. And, you know, this person and you are both going to, when you come together, that power is going to magnify. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get stronger. And you're going to be able to tap into what they're thinking, and they're going to be able to tap into what you're thinking. It'll get to the point where you're finishing each other's sentences at some point. So definitely a very strong connection. Almost, you know, soulmate, twin flame. And here's the thing, your destiny, and I know that, you know, the important thing is to be able to love each other and care for each other, but your destinies are very, very great. Your journey, the journey that you're both on, is going to change a lot of people's lives. And that's going to be something that you're both going to really work on and develop. And your skills are only going to grow with the help of each other. There's a lot of support. There's a lot of feeling down and out, but then they come in and they energize you. Perhaps, the same thing for you. They might be feeling down and out, and then you come in and you energize them. So there's just a lot of give and take here with this relationship, and the way that you're both going to be. A lot of give and take. All right, now let's throw more cards. Let's throw a Moonology card. I want to see what the Moonology cards tell us. This is going to be, I guess, just a general advice or more information. Let's see what the Moonologies have to tell us. We're going to take two cards. Look at that. So let's look at these cards right here. Look at these messages. You and your loved ones are safe. Work through your fears. We have new moon in Cancer and new moon in Scorpio. Wow. We have two new moons here on each side. And what this tells me is that what I told you about protection and your guardians looking at you and really trying to communicate with you and helping you and guiding you, that is now in a big way, that is now being shown. It's being revealed now with these two new moons. And you're both on a path that's the same. So I'm thinking immediately twin flame. This is almost a twin flame journey. And it's definitely going to change you. It's going to reveal a lot of shadows in you. It's going to perhaps even scare you a little bit, because you're going to see yourself in this person. They're going to see themselves in you, and they're going to see all of their shadows and all of their darkness. And it might be very difficult to work through some situations and some things, because you're both you're going to be so well aligned with each other. Remember what I said before these two cards came out, you're both going to be finishing each other's sentences. You're both almost going to be one. And that's because, now I'm seeing it's just more of a twin flame type of journey that you're on with this person. And there is a higher sense of protection. I see that there's a lot of very powerful spirits around you, protecting you on your quest and on your journey. You are going to herald the new age of thinking, the new age of expanding, the new age of insight and knowledge. And you're going to be able to help a lot of younger people. I'm seeing young people being helped by your message. And you're both leaders. So this leadership is going to ring through. It's going to really show its face more and more as you keep walking, as you keep growing with this person, is what I'm seeing. And one thing, I do feel that whoever's watching this, you are going to, in a huge way, benefit from this emotionally. Whoever's watching, this is for a small portion, it doesn't have to be everyone, but for some of you, you've been through some hardships, you've been through some trouble, you've been through some pain, and there's definitely been this void that has taken root in you. At least you wake up in the morning and there's just something missing, and you wish that it wasn't that way. But there is, something is missing, and I'm feeling twin flame, and you're missing your other half. You're missing that other person that's going to come. You're both destined to meet each other, connect, and it's going to be something truly special when you do. Now, I did say that we were going to talk about where you would meet. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me see if I can. This is not an easy thing by any means, but I'm going to go ahead and try and see if perhaps I can get a picture of where you're both going to meet. Let's take a look. Okay. Okay. So immediately I'm hearing some kind of conference, women's conference, and I get the feeling that there's a lot of merchandise that's being sold. There's a lot of things being offered at a very nice rate, and there's a lot of women sharing their ideas and expressing their higher selves, and just speaking about them, and about what makes them happy, and just sharing an incredible amount of information with the people around them. But I see a lot of people, but mostly women, very little men, mostly women. And these women are selling something. And I'm seeing that they're going to be there mainly because they like women. There's really nothing more to it. This person likes women. They like being around women. They like the aesthetics. So they really enjoy. I'm smelling fragrances for some reason. Fragrances, maybe even beauty products. I'm seeing that there is this sense of entrepreneurship and a sense of building relationships, very strong, solid relationships, and maybe even a little rivalry, a little competition going on. So perhaps a place of business is what I am seeing. The reason I'm saying this is because I have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, and immediately I got the picture that I just painted to you. So these are two very interesting energies here. This is the soul clue, these two cards of where you will meet. So keep in mind what I just said. And let's see. Okay. Trying to get a deeper meaning to see if maybe there's something else there. I want to try and say nature, but I'm just not seeing it. I just see people, a lot of people. I see them being comfortable. I see them in under air conditioning, sharing, expressing, loving, and just really, really enjoying each other's company. So a group setting, a lot of women. A lot of women are here, and this is just a place of harmony, really. A place where society comes together and bonds almost. They purchase their items there. Could very well be a grocery store, maybe a Whole Foods, farmer's market, Trader Joe's. I'm trying to be this is very difficult, okay? I'm trying to be as specific as I possibly can be. But it is a difficult thing to do. So I'm going to leave it at that. But you get the idea. Now, let's go ahead and talk about where your relationship is going to go. How will you change? Let's see what you guys are going to bring to each other. For this, I'm going to throw some Avalon cards. Let's take a look and see. One for them, one for you. Oh boy, look at that. Yeah, your union is something very special. It's very special to yourself, but also very special to the world. You have some very, very interesting cards here. Look at this. We have Excalibur and the Other World. And the keywords attached to these cards is rebirth, a journey, everlasting, power, truth, sovereignty, action. I mean, this is a very powerful marriage. This is a very powerful journey, a very powerful connection that you right now are about to embark on. So it's going to bring about a great prosperity. And there's going to be a sense of renewal, rebirth. And this renewal is going to come from your work. I keep seeing work. Something that you're both going to do together to change the world, to help it. You're going to bring about the message of the divine. And that message of the divine is what's new, the new age, what's coming. And that new age is very tied to your message. It's almost like if you and them, you're able to pick up on where we're headed. You're able to pick up on messages, divine messages from above, the divine. And those messages are something that you're going to be able to to enlighten other people with, to preach. And it's gonna be very powerful when you two come together. You're almost going to see each other's light. You're going to see something wonderful in this other person. So I don't feel that you have to worry so much, with this, where will we meet, and oh my God, I have to be present. Now I have to go out to all the Whole Foods and Trader Joe's in town. Don't do that. You're gonna notice them. They're going to come to you. This is a very special twin flame connection. You're bound to meet this person and know that it's them. So don't worry. Don't worry too much about that. Now, I am going to try and give you a timeline. And this is a little easier. We're going to try and throw some cards, and we're going to base it off of the numbers of the cards. And I'll give you a time frame, and we'll see. So we're going to use the Art Nouveau Tarot for this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see. Oh boy. You've already met them. They're around you already. We've got the Queen of Wands and we've got the Queen of Cups once again. Here's the weird part. You have 3 Queen of Cups here. 3. All right. I'm sorry. This is the Queen of Pentacles. I apologize. This is the Queen of Pentacles. So you have the Queen of Pentacles twice and you have the Queen of Cups twice. That is very interesting. There's a lot of people here. A lot of people here in this reading. And I want to say that the majority of you are already on this journey or embarking, or perhaps you want to know if this is the right person. I get the feeling with this group that you want to know if this person that you met is the right one because you felt that magnetic connection. And the cards are telling you that yes, it's them. This is, for some of you, this is a very young person, very smart, very clever. We have the Queen of Pentacles, so someone who guards their money, their finances, someone who's filled with energy. And I get the feeling that some of these people are just you, representations of you, trying to find the truth in this connection. And the truth is that you found them. Whatever you feel in your heart is going on with this person, more than likely that is the case, because this is a twin flame connection, which is why you feel so special. But at the same time, it can be very scary because you see your shadows, you see your darkness in them, you see everything that you kind of fear. So it can get pretty scary sometimes. But the cards are telling you to not feel that way. This is a very strong, powerful, solid connection. Remember the message of the Moon card. Work through your fears. Work through your fears. You and your loved ones are safe. So that also rings through, because now I see that there's just a lot of people. So for some of you, you have a big family, okay? Let's count the people in this reading. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 people, all right? 7 people who you care about. And within those 7 people is a representation of you. At this point, I have no idea who that is. I'm thinking the Queen of Cups for sure, because the Queen of Cups was the first person that came out, and that I feel is you. Some people that are watching this. And then the Queen of Cups came out a second time. So, yeah, I'm actually convinced it is you, the Queen of Cups. Followed by the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and then another Queen of Pentacles, and then the Page of Swords. So there are some young people in your circle that you care about, and everything has to be perfect, because if this doesn't work out, you might affect them negatively, and you don't want that for some of you. So it's important. But the cards are all kind of lining up and telling and painting the picture that the reason why you feel this way is because this person is more than likely that twin flame. They didn't even want to give us a timeline, because for the majority of you, this is the person. Now, for some of you, just for some of you, if this person has not shown their faces yet, if you don't feel that connection, then they're going to present themselves in under 3 months. So you have to give it at least 3 months, and you will see it. But for the vast majority of the people already watching this this person is already with you. At the very least, you have a strong feeling of who they are if you've seen them somewhere. All right, so now let's talk about what they want to tell you. Haha. Let's talk about what they want to tell you. Let's throw some cards. These I made these, okay? They're cheapy, I know. I made them, and I am proud of them. We're gonna go ahead and take a look and see what your future spouse wants to tell you. This is the first one. And this is the second one. All right, let's take a look. Oh my, look at that. Look at that. All right, come on. I will always love you. Okay, and these cards aren't all that, they're not all great, okay? And look at what you got. You got one of the best ones. I will always love you. What else do we have here? I want to give you my deepest self. Ah, come on now. Those are beautiful messages, okay? What better way to end the reading than with those beautiful messages? I will always love you. I want to give you my deepest self. This is a person that cares deeply. The very first energy card that we got was caring connections. They care. They care very deeply, and they care a lot about you. So, group number 1, I offer you this wisdom. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. Please do that. I will be creating more pick-a-cards very soon. Please go to the Etsy shop. Go to the Etsy shop. I will be, offering very discounted rates on these personalized readings, these private readings. I am going to increase the prices as the time goes by. So if you are interested in a personalized reading, get them right now. And yes, please support the channel. Support with a like. Please comment below. I want to hear from you seekers. I want to know what you seekers are up to. I want to see, where you guys fall into the whole equation. I want to know if perhaps, this connection, you feel that you've met them, and where did you meet them? Was I right about the Trader Joe's or the Whole Foods, or just a place where there's a lot of maybe marketing going around, women conferences? I want to know about that. I just want to know what you feel. If this is a twin flame, if this is a connection that's very deep. How did you see them? What did you see when you saw them? I want to know more information from you seekers. So please comment below. Let me know. Thank you so much, and bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2. All right, so this card is going to represent the essence of the person that you are going to marry. So let's go ahead and take a look and see. Discernment. Okay, look at that. Discernment. This is the essence of who they are. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. Ooh. Okay, so this person, I feel that they are master discerners. They just know and understand a little more. It's almost like if they're able to tap into other people's energies and know if they mean well, if they're trying to harm you, if they're trying to perhaps, deceive you in any way. And they understand this, and that's why they tend to be very reserved people. But at the same time, to the people that they feel are honest and loving and joyous and just good spirits, they'll pretty much divulge any bit of information that they can to them because they want to build a solid connection with that person. So this is the essence of who they are. Let's go ahead and throw some energy cards and put it around this person. I want to try and get an energy a reading, just an energy feel for this person and who they are. Let's take a look. Okay, well, I am seeing that this person, the person that you're going to marry, is someone who is such a good discerner. There's someone that can discern and just see the darkness in people so well that it's almost like if they are very reserved, because they tend to see so much darkness in other people that they don't want to go and be a part of that person's life. And maybe they'll avoid certain situations just to not feel that, and because it's very difficult for them to open up to people that they see as envious, or perhaps they see as not someone that they can trust, because they're just going to talk negatively and just be of horrible help. So for example, there's certain type of people who you give them some good news and they immediately come at you with some bad news. They never congratulate you on anything that happens, anything good. It's like you're walking on eggshells with them, right? And this person can identify those people. Okay, they know who these people are. They see it, and for some reason, this is important for you in your life. I get the feeling that the person watching this only sees the good in people. You see a lot of good in people, and sometimes you give way too much of yourself to others, and people take advantage of that. And, let's face it, the vast majority of the people that we're going to run into, they're envious. It takes a very special kind of individual for them to just be truly happy for you. And even that special individual that gets truly happy for you, when you're not around, their shadow side comes out and says, you should have that. So there's always going to be a little bit of that negative energy, because we all have it, right? We all have that shadow side. So the person that you're going to marry is someone that knows and understands a little more than most people do. They're master discerners. And that has kind of made them a bit antisocial. So that is a bit of a shadow side that they have. Their struggle in life will be coming out of that shell that they've built around them, that wall of protection. And I think that you are going to help them do that. Because I feel that the vast majority of the people that chose group 2 are people that are filled with this wonderful light, and they only see the good in people. And for the other, because that's not for everyone, obviously there's a lot of people watching this, but for some of you, that's true. For others, I feel that you tend to lean towards, I'm going to give them a shot. Or you tend to lean towards, no, they're actually pretty good people. We just have to give them an opportunity to express themselves and to be this. And then for some of you, for a very small portion of you, your energy is identical to theirs. You also see the darkness and the envy in people. And you are also very good at discerning this. So you tend to stay away from people. And when you join with them, this is going to turn into something totally new. It's going to take a life of its own. At the very least, they're going to see in you something that they don't like. That reserved, not wanting to go out, being maybe even a bit fearful of expressing themselves too much, and then they're going to maybe change you yourself, and you're both going to be able to come to a balance that your relationship is. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about how this relationship is going to unfold. How will it be like? What will your relationship look like with this future spouse of yours? All right. So, some confirmation here of what I just said. We have the Hermit, the Chariot, the Five of Swords. So this person is going to teach you a lot, and you are going to teach them. This is something that you're both going to learn. It's almost like if they have some kind of higher understanding, higher knowledge, and it all helps them. It's almost like if this is a part of who they are for a purpose. They're destined to be able to pick up on other people's negative energies and then use it against them in a way. They're able to stay away from the people that they know will not help them on their journey, and they're able to discern which are the people that are going to help them and propel them forward. And this is a very strong gift, because let's face it, there's a lot of bad people out there, and sometimes We don't know. And in order to build something great, it's much easier to do it with someone else than to do it alone. Look at all these wonderful, great, vast corporations that are in the world providing a service. They do it with the help of their employees. They do it with the help of people. And the best companies tend to have the best quality of people. So it's important to have people like this, master discerners that know where's the value, where's the gold. We'll get rid of that dirty coal. The gold is right here. Forget about this person. That's coal. This is the gold right here. They're able to see that gold in people, and they're able to see all that darkness. So that's going to help the relationship a lot. I feel that you both are going to be really just taken forward. Now, one thing just popped into my head, and right here, this symbol, the yin and yang. And the funny thing is that the very first group I also picked up on this. This is like a twin flame. This is for a small portion of this isn't everyone, but for a small majority of you watching this, this is a twin flame. And you are going to, once you come together with them, your empire, your purpose in life will be revealed. You're going to know exactly why it is that you have this gift to discern, to see the darkness and the shadows and the demons in people. And you're going to be able to understand because they also have it, and they're going to be able to help you, because I feel that they're going to be, some of them will be a little more advanced than you, some of them won't, but you're going to be able to talk it out, and you're going to be able to help each other understand why it is that you have this gift. And that gift is going to take a life of its own. And you're going to be able to expand your horizons. And I feel that all of this is going to come through the hermit energy. So let's talk about the hermit energy and why I feel that this is so important. The hermit is the master of just the teacher, right? The Virgo energy, the very analytical, the one that shines the light and tries to see into the darkness and then have that higher vision. This hermit is standing on the mountaintop, looking down and understanding a little further, seeing a little further. And then we also have the chariot here, which tells me that, and we have where I saw the yin and yang, which is for me with this is right at the center of this reading, right under the discernment. So for me, a very small portion of you, this is a twin flame journey that you're on. With this person that you're going to marry. And I just get this feeling that this gift is going to propel you and them forward. It's going to help take you to that next phase, that next level in your life. There are going to be, of course, challenges. There's just so much magic with this person that there's going to be some struggle. There's going to be perhaps some negative thinking like, hey, why don't you go out more? Hey, why don't you share more? Like, hey, why don't you, there's just a lot of perhaps not being able to show them off to your family. They might get upset with some family members because the family members, obviously there's going to be some haters in the family. Not all families perfect. Sometimes the worst people that you can be around are family members. They'll bring you down, and they'll bring you down hard. This person is not going to put up with that. So there might be some trouble in the family. It's like they might tell you, hey, look, your Uncle Bob, man, he really pisses me off. And he's going to tell you, or they're going to tell you because of this. And you're going to be like, yeah, you're right. That's exactly it. And you are going to want to put up with Uncle Bob because that's your uncle. But they're not going to want to put up with Uncle Bob because Uncle Bob doesn't pay his bills or her bills, okay? So that's going to create a little bit of friction. That's kind of a shadow side there. They're going to be able to see the darkness in your family and not want to approach them. So your family's going to just, bicker. They're going to just say talk like families do, quack, 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 quack. In Thanksgiving, like, why is he so anti-Sasha? I don't know, Sasha. So the reason why is because they see all of the darkness. This person that you're going to marry, has a keen eye, master discernment, and this is a talent, this is a gift, and this is something that's going to propel you forward to something wonderful and great. So, there is a shadow side to it. One thing that I see here is that if there's any anxiety that has been building up, because I feel that some of you, small portion of the people watching group number 2, you already have this person. They're already there. They're probably watching this with you. So I feel that there's an anxiety that is building, which is why you're watching this reading. Let's face it. So you want more information. The only thing that I can tell you is that they mean well. They're just staying true to who they are. This is who they are. This is the gift. This is the hand that has been dealt to them, and it is a very special hand. So don't feel like if this is not going to do it for me, don't get into that mindset. And I see that it will go away. That anxiety that has been building inside of you, it will go away. It's not here to stay. It's here to disappear. So not to worry. Now, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit more about this relationship and what advice might be looming or hidden here for you. And for that, we're going to use the Moonology cards. So let's see. These cards have very direct messages. Let's see what that message is for you guys. Ooh, okay. Okay. All right, so here are the messages tied to these Moonology cards. Adjustments are required. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo, third quarter moon. We are a third of the way there. And I got to tell you guys, I see the struggle, man. For some of you, it's a little tough being with this person. For that small portion of you that already has them by your side, it's tough being with this person. And it's going to require for you to sacrifice some relationships in order to make this work. It's going to require for you to hold your tongue with certain people, not speak or say more than you need to. Don't bash them. Don't make excuses for them. You're just going to have to stay within your power and even listen to them. Trust in them more. Have the confidence to express what you want, So tell Uncle Bob and Sasha that they can't bother you anymore and to please just mind their own business because your relationship with this person is very important. So that is for that small portion of you that already has them. Now, for the few that are still, looking for this person that you're going to find them and the person that you're going to marry, I see that there are some adjustments that need to be made in your own personal life, and that starts with letting go of people's opinions of you and what you're doing and what you're saying and how you're doing it. You have to be confident in yourself. You have to have enough confidence in yourself to say, I don't care about the opinions of others. And you have to understand that people are envious by nature. So whenever you try and do something good for yourself that's going to bring you prosperity, that's going to bring you to that next level, people are always going to take out a hammer and they're going to whack you right over the head. And sometimes family members are the ones that do that because family members, let's face it, brothers, sisters, just family members in general, they don't want you. Some of them don't want you to be more successful than them. Sure, they want you to be successful. They want you to be well off, but don't you dare outshine them. Okay, they need to shine first. So they tend to come out and whack you whenever you do good, better. Don't let that energy bring you down. Okay. Don't let that energy bring you down. So for some of you, this is a warning telling you to discern, to understand where you are and to continue on your path. Okay? And that path will lead you to this wonderful person that's going to help. That's truly going to help you. And, for some, I see a twin flame. So this is definitely a twin flame that's going to help you see that and understand your gift, because this is a gift. The gift to discern is it's a wonderful thing to be able to have this and to use it and to understand who does what and why they do it, right? Some of you, you get messages, and some of you might even think you're crazy. A small portion of you will think, oh, I'm a little crazy. I am a little antisocial. There's something wrong with me mentally. And that is not correct. There is nothing wrong with you mentally. You have a gift, and this gift is driving you a little bit over the rail because you want to be like everyone else, like these wonderful, beautiful people on social media that always seem to be partying with the world. It's all fake. It's not true. And you know this. You see the fakeness, right? But some of you will have the tendency to want to join in on the fakeness, on the plasticness, on the stuff that doesn't matter. Don't do that. Stay true to yourself and understand that you're on a path, on a journey to something better with this person that you're going to marry. So, I gave a lot of information there for a lot of different people. I truly hope that I didn't lose anyone. But let's go ahead and keep talking here. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is, where will you meet? Now, this is difficult, so I need you guys to be a little patient with me because, let's face it, where will you meet? This is something very difficult to answer, especially in a reading, but I am going to try my very best. So let's go ahead and take a look. Where will you meet? This is more for the people that, of course, have not met this person. And for the people that did meet them, well, this is going to be a little fun. Hopefully I get it right. See where you met them. But let's take a look and see. Where will you meet this person? Okay, so I'm getting an overwhelming sensation that this is going to be in social media. Social media, social media, social media. You're going to see them share something. They're going to share something that's going to feel so real and so genuine and so... You're going to feel so inspired by it that you're going to react. And you might even reach out and say something to them. They are also going to find you in social media, go into your profile, and they're going to be like, wow, I love this profile. They're going to be captured by it, and you're both going to start talking, like, immediately, right there. And I feel that there's going to be a very strong connection built from that point forward. Your connection will be very strong. They're going to take the lead on many things. They're going to want to reach out. You're going to see something very different in them. And you're going to feel like, at the beginning, if there's a warning here, you're going to feel like they're just like everyone else. Because let's face it, social media has lost a little bit of its magic. You have all these weird people reaching out to you and telling you weird things. And sometimes it's like, all right, back off. And you're going to be a little bit hesitant with this person. You're going to be like, okay, what's going on? But something about them and the way that they choose to speak to you, the things that they share, they're going to really capture you. And you're going to feel like there's something there. It's special. And you're not going to be able to really put your thumb on it, but you're going to feel it. And that feeling is where the magic lies. So that's what I see with you meeting them, for some of you. Now, I'm going to try and do another thing. I'm going to try and give you a timeline of when you will meet this person. And for that, of course, for the few of you that already met them, obviously this section is not for you. Very sorry. But for the others that haven't, this is it right here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do 3 cards, and we're going to try and obtain a number from this. Okay. This is all going to happen within 9 months. For some of you, it's going to be 9 months, under 9 months. For some, it's going to be far less. I see that a majority of you have already met this person. They're already in your space. They're already there. Okay? For a lot of the people watching this. And then for others, and I feel that this is just for the younger crowd, the younger people, it's going to take a little bit longer for this marriage to come about. It is going to take actually no. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. For everyone watching this, and not everyone, but for the other portion of you that haven't already met them, it is going to be within 9 months. I don't see anything further than 9 months. 9 months for you to meet this person and for this marriage to come about. I mean, it might not be when you get married, but it's definitely going to be when you will meet the person that you're going to marry, your future spouse. So 9 months, and it's funny that we got the Lovers card right in right in the middle of the whole thing. I love the card. It's truly beautiful. I mean, X out all the nudity, but it's a nice card. You have the Divine up there. You have, just the Garden of Eden, the snake. It's pretty nice. But, I do see that when this relationship comes, when you meet them, there's going to be almost a light that you're going to see in them. You might, and again, this is going to be for the majority of you through social media. I don't see any other outlet other than social media. Perhaps I would even say for some of you, you will meet them outside. For some of you, you will meet them outside, and it is going to be a very hot day. And you're going to feel like you want to go indoors, but you're going to be doing something outside. And that is for a small portion of you. And then, of course, the relationship will then continue through social media. So that's what I see. And that is how long it's going to take. 9 months. And for some of you, it's going to be less. For some of you, it might even be within 3 months. So 3 month minimum, 9 month maximum. And then the other portion of you, I'd say 25% of you, or about 33% of you, you've already met them. They're already there. They're sitting right next to you. So, hi. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Let's talk about where you'll be. In a sense, what will this marriage do for you? How will you be transformed? And let's take a look at that right now. We're going to pretty much use this Avalon deck and try and get a sense of that. How will you be transformed by this relationship? Wow. Okay. Very special energies here. So we have Guinevere as the very first one. And then we also have the Chalice Well. And, the key words associated with this is sexuality, beauty, love, feminine power, sanctuary, flow, creative force, Mother Earth. Wow. This is very special. This is the culmination of everything that you've wanted. Which is why the cards are telling you to not listen too much to all of the negativity surrounding people and what they're saying, and because this union is going to really be something special. It's going to be something that will transform even the way that you view other people. It's going to transform the way that you love. You're going to feel empowered truly. You're going to tap into this Guinevere energy. You're going to feel whole. You're going to feel like your creativity is back. So I do see that there is going to be some kind of enterprise, some kind of success tied to this relationship. So, it could be, for some of you, it's just work related, their work and your work. You're going to be able to be successful in your own careers, in your own fields, because you're both going to complete each other. So that in turn will help with what's coming. For the other portion of you, I see that you're going to be able to flow easier in some kind of business venture that you're going to start with them, some kind of a business partnership. And, you're even, for some of you, you're even going to open a nonprofit. I see here. This nonprofit is going to benefit the earth. It's gonna I see a lot of green, and you're definitely going to change a lot of things, and you're going to make a lot of people happy. Mainly Mother Earth. You're going to make Mother Earth happy because you are going to be talking about a certain lifestyle that benefits the planet, and you're going to know that you're fulfilled, that you're doing it, that you're doing the right thing, that you're changing people's minds, you're softening people's hearts. And, it's going to require a lot of power. It's going to require a lot of dynamism because, let's face it, sometimes it's hard when you see the darkness in people. It's hard. It's hard to be able to go out there and love and give and be when you see that darkness in people. But you are being called to do this. You are being called to be of service to the world and love truly. So let's go ahead and do what everyone has probably been waiting for. The messages. Let me, if I can get them. Here we are. All right, so these are just little messages that I wrote on index cards. Very cheapy, but effective. And this is what your significant other, your unbutton that's coming soon, wishes they can tell you. Now, if they're with you, because I do see that about 33% of you, they're already there. Okay, they're watching this right alongside you, or you're gonna probably share it with them. What they wish they can tell you secretly. First card. Ooh, I think about you constantly. Haha, beautiful. So, this person, I'm getting the word again, twin flame, twin flame, twin flame. So this person has a void. There's something that they're missing in their lives. And what they're missing is you. They're missing your presence. They're missing your beauty, your glamour, your joy. They're missing you. You're their other half. So they need you around. And then, of course, for the other half, they're just simply telling you that you are their focal point. You are their light. They see the beauty in you. They see the light in you. And they don't need anyone else. They only need you in order to be truly happy. They only need you. I think about you constantly. Okay, let's go ahead and throw more cards. One more. Boom. Show me your greatness. Boom. That's a direct challenge right there. So, show me your greatness. This is someone who wants you to keep that light that they see in you. So, there's almost a fear that you're going to be tainted. So, I feel that for some of you, and this is mostly for that 33% of you that are watching this that already have that person right there. It's almost like if that person is shadowing you, like they don't want you to be exposed to the world. They don't want you to go out to be around other people because they feel that you're going to be tainted by them. Now, what they don't understand is that that's impossible because you are so genuine. You are a very soothing, very calm, very wonderful spirit. You will not be tainted by other people. I get the feeling also that they're scared because they see that when you're around certain people, you pick up on their energies. You come home and you maybe start talking like them, maybe acting like them. You start, the topics of conversations or things that they would talk about, and it bothers you. I see some gossiping going on, and they don't like gossip all that much. So what they want from you is perfection. This is for that 33% of you that are watching this that already have the person there. So they want to see that greatness that they fell in love with, that they saw originally when you guys met and your marriage came about, or maybe this is a fiance, but that person that's there with you, they want that greatness that they saw to remain. So they're very fearful. And, you are who you are. You are who they saw. So there's nothing to worry about here, but let's keep in mind, they think about you constantly. There is infinite love and true care here. So very wonderful reading. Group number 2, I offer you this wisdom. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching. Please, if you haven't done so already, subscribe. I will be creating new pick a card videos soon. Also, give me a like. That helps a lot. I opened up a new Etsy shop. Please visit the Etsy shop. The link is down below. I have personalized readings there, private readings at a very low rate. I do plan on increasing the value, so please take advantage of them now that they're at $25 a reading. So please take advantage. They will go up very soon. The store is new, so I want to try and offer the prices as low as I can so that I can build up and go from there. So thank you so much for your support. For the people that have already purchased your personalized readings and have left those reviews, thank you so much. Thank you. Much love. And that's it. I also want to hear from you. It's interesting because I felt that I was talking to different groups in this reading. It's just such a vast majority of you picked this group. I felt it, that a lot of people picked this group. And I think it's because of the stone. It does capture the eye a lot more. That definitely captures my eye. This is one of my favorite colors, the turquoise. But yes, a lot of people were watching this. So I want to hear from you. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think. This energy, this person, what they mean to you. And this gift, I want to talk about this gift of discernment. I want to know how it's been a hindrance in your life. I want to know how it's been a blessing. I just want to talk. I really just want to talk to people who have an understanding of their gifts and their talents. And if you can share with me your gifts and your talents, let me know how it's impacted you, how it's helped you. If you can even share like some stories of like past experiences, heck, even a ghost story, I would really be interested in hearing it. I mean, I love reading all your comments, and you guys know, if you've commented in the past, you know that I do respond. And if I haven't, it's only a matter of time. So I do respond to everyone because I love doing it. I love reading your comments. So please comment. Let me know a little bit more about you guys. I'm really interested in knowing. Thank you once again, group number 2, and bye-bye. Hello, group number 3. All right. So this card right here is going to be the essence of the person that you are going to marry. Let's go ahead and see what that essence is. Trust. Okay. The message of trust is leap into the unknown. Have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. Look at that. This Pegasus is about to take flight, right? With just a very strong whoom of those wings, that up and down. So what I am seeing with this person is this is someone that has incredible faith. The person that you're going to marry is a person that believes that anything is possible. This is a person that understands that in order to obtain what they want, they have to walk a certain path. And they're walking. It doesn't matter how many times they fail. It doesn't matter how many times they have to start over again. They will start over again. So I'm getting maybe a venture capitalist or perhaps someone who's just very interested in pursuing certain projects that are going to bring them that prosperity, that joy, that zest, that happiness, that joy for life. They're people that have incredible faith in themselves. They believe in their abilities. They believe in their skills. They believe in everything that they do. So that's the energy surrounding this person. Let's go ahead and do an energy reading and get a little bit, got tongue-tied, a little deeper understanding of who this person is. Help us out here, Spirit. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, wow. This is a very special person. Very special. Look at that. So we have walking away. And then we also have a woman holding a coin. So walking away and woman holding a coin. Now this is someone who knows when it's prudent to say no and to say yes. This is a person who in essence will always go after what's important to them, what's of value to them. They trust in the process way too much to let life bring them down in any way. They trust in themselves. So they know that in order to be successful, they must stay new. They must stay fresh with ideas. This isn't someone that stays stuck in one place in any way. This is someone that's constantly moving and moving and moving. Now, that might be a bit worrisome to some people, because maybe if they, walk away from you, that wouldn't be good, right? But that's not what I'm seeing here. We have the woman holding a coin. So they do value wealth and prosperity and value. That's the word I'm looking for, value, over a lot of things, perhaps even love. But here's the thing. They understand that in order to be successful, in order for you to be happy, there has to be value added to the relationship. So they're going to bring great value to you. They're going to bring great value to the relationship, but they're going to expect it in return. So I'm getting the feeling that this is someone who's very, 50-50 about things. They like things right down the middle. You do this, I'll do that. And you know what? When we merge these two things together, we're going to create something totally new, babe. And it's going to be great. And there's just this energy of really being inspired by newer ideas. And they want you to also see the value. They're not going to sit around and accept that, oh, you want to be negative and pessimistic. That's not the language that I'm going to choose to live by. So I'm going to move away from that philosophy, and I'm going to follow my own philosophy. So, I get the feeling that nothing is going to keep this person down. They're go-getters, and they're going to expect for you to come with them. It's like, come on, we're going to do this. Let's follow my energy, follow my lead. And then they also want to see the value in you, so that when they're feeling down and out and defeated, they can follow you and you can inspire them. And, I get the feeling that you will do that, because obviously this is someone who you're going to marry. So they're going to see that value in you. They're going to see that value added, and they're going to see the you for who you are, which is someone very special, very dynamic, very filled with life, light, and just spirit. And they're going to really be taken aback by it. I do see here. Now, let's talk a little bit about how your relationship is going to unfold. What will your relationship be like? Let's take a look here. And I almost lost all the cards. Okay. This person is filled with fire as well, apparently. Let's take a look. Boy, oh boy. Man, your relationship is going to be special, guys. Yep. Your relationship will be very special. A lot of respect. A lot of respect for your abilities, your talents, who you are as an individual. A lot of loyalty and trust. Just a lot of ideas being shared. You're going to build a very beautiful home together. I see it with the Four of Pentacles. This is going to be almost photographic in a sense. That's the word I'm getting, photographic. And immediately I'm thinking everything that people expect of a successful marriage to be, that's what you're going to bring with these people. So most importantly, it's not about what other people think. It's what you think. It's what you want. But it's going to be so dynamic and so magical that other people are going to look at it and say, man, I wish I had that relationship right there. Right? So that's what I'm getting with the Four of Pentacles. Your relationship will be centered on, I feel, spirituality for some reason. For some of you, not all of you, but for the majority of you, it is going to be centered around spirituality. You're both going to walk this path. You're going to be in tune with the cycles of life and of the seasons. And you're going to understand that life isn't about extremism. It's not about rigidness. It's about letting go and surrendering to the process. And that's what I see that this marriage is going to be. It's about surrendering to something higher, surrendering to a process, the process of life. Fruitfulness, prosperity, light, beauty, just anything that you can possibly imagine will come about through this relationship. It will be very successful. With the Temperance card, right there, remember how I told you it was going to be 50-50, right down the middle, and then we'll put those two 50-50s together and we'll have 100%. Well, you are not going to fail at that, and they are not going to fail at that. So you will always have your 100%. You're always going to be prosperous. You're always going to be able to count on each other. There's a sense of divinity. So we have this, in this Temperance card, that angel that you see is Michael. Archangel Michael, which is a symbol of protection. We have the rainbow on top of him, which means divinity. It means the connection between the divine and earth. And then we also see the rising sun and the moon as well. So what we have here, together with the high priestess, is a union that has been blessed divinely. There is a path that's going to be walked, and there's going to be a lot of purpose and intent to what you guys do. Everything that you do is going to be very precisely calculated. Every move will yield results. I just see prosperity anywhere you go. And there's going to be a very balanced approach to life. That balanced approach will lead you to wealth, health, life, happiness. It's going to lead you to a very strong, prosperous future. So, very nice. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if there's any advice here for you guys. We're going to go ahead and use the Moonology cards for that. Let's see if there's any advice to give here. All right, so this is the advice for you, group number 3. We have, don't let pride get in your way. Take time to breathe out, okay? So, for some of you, I get the feeling that their energy is going to piss you off a little bit, especially in the beginning. And I do feel that there's a percentage of you that are watching this and you're already married. So they might even be there with you. I felt it in group 2 as well. And I'm feeling it now here as well. So don't let pride get in your way. Sometimes, okay, let me go back. So the person watching this, you're being represented here as well by the woman holding a coin. So there is an incredible amount of value to what you say, to what you give to this relationship, or what you're going to give to this relationship. And there's going to be a tendency to want to be in charge and to say, no, we do it this way. And your success is going to come in balancing 50-50. Make sure that as much as what they want is checked off and what you want is also checked off. So are both sides happy with this? Let's move forward. Let's take time to breathe it out and let's move forward. So don't let pride get in your way. Take time to breathe out is the advice of the Moonology cards here. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about where you'll meet. Now, obviously, this is for the few that have not met this significant other yet. For the people that already have, then this will just be the fun part of the reading. So let's see. Where you'll meet. And please be patient with me. This is extremely hard. I know some of you are feeling me right now, like, how is he even going to figure that out? Well, I don't know. I'm intuitive, so I'm going to try. So, be patient with me here. Okay. Give me a moment. Where you will meet. It's definitely going to be at night. That much is for sure. I'm getting local watering hole. So for some of you, you're going to meet this person in a bar. You're going to meet this person in some kind of restaurant setting, or, just like a place where people come together to just have fun, share, get a few drinks. It's going to be a place where people have come and left their mark. So it could be for some of you some kind of a park, maybe I'm thinking Universal Studios. I'm thinking maybe Disney World. Just a place where people have come and left their mark. I'm seeing perhaps some kind of landscape where other people have walked before. So there's some kind of history tied to it. Could be a museum. And then for some of you, I'm getting the feeling that you're going to meet through social media. So not all of you will meet outdoors. Some of you will actually meet through social media. And this is going to be, for some reason I'm getting like TikTok. Think of something like TikTok. You're going to like some of their videos. You're going to like what they're about. And you're going to want to click. I'm seeing clicking on their profiles. And this is going to be there's a warning here with these people. The warning here with the social media people is that you're going to feel like, this is just someone who is not, when you start talking to them, this is someone that wants something else, that they're not being genuine. So there's going to be a feeling of that. But, you have to listen to your intuition. Your intuition will tell you everything, especially when it's someone this special, this magnetic. You're going to feel it. You are going to see their energy. Their energies are going to be just like yours. You two are very similar. You have similar characteristics. So, yeah, that is what I see. Now, let's go ahead and try and figure out what the timelines are going to be of when you're going to meet this person. This is for timeline. Let's see. Okay. The majority of you are going to meet this person in under 1 year. 12 months. So under 1 year. Or 1 year exact. For another portion of you, you've already met this person. So this part of the reading is not for you. But the majority is going to be within the year. Now, it doesn't have to be that. I am seeing that for some, it's going to be far, far less than that. For some, it's going to be within 2 months. So that's for a small portion of you. I'd say 33% of you, 2 months. And then for the other 33%, a year. And then the other 33% are just, you already know them. They're already around, believe it or not. Some of you that are watching this are already married. So obviously that this part of the reading is not for you. That's why we're getting the Knight of Swords. That's what I'm seeing here. Excuse me. My goodness, I burped. My apologies. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is throw some Avalon cards. And these Avalon cards are essentially going to tell us what you're going to be like at the end of this marriage. Once you're married, what are things going to be like? Let's take a look. Wow. Man. So this is just a confirmation, right? A confirmation of where, how this relationship is going to turn out and all the wonderful things I saw. So the vast majority of you, I'd say the greater percentage, more than 90% for sure, watching this are women. And I see that because, this is where you're going to be at the end of this. Feminine power, beauty, motherhood, okay? Mothers, acceptance. What's this going to lead you to? This is a journey of renewal, of personal power, death and rebirth. I mean, this marriage is going to be the culmination of what life should be. This is that fairy tale ending. This is the good old dreams being fulfilled. This is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. This is definitely something magical and wonderful. This is building a home that can withstand the test of time. This is just growing old together. This is truly something wonderful. This is the type of marriage that is very successful. And when I said at the beginning, what I said at the beginning was that a lot of people are going to look at you and say, that's what I want. That is exactly what I want. That is what a marriage should look like. And now I understand that it's because a lot of you, the greater percentage of you, you're destined to have a big home. You're destined to have your dog. You're destined to have your nice cars. You're destined to have your children who you're going to impart all of the knowledge that you have right now. You're going to work hard. You're going to be able to travel. You're going to be able to just grow old, have grandchildren. Generations will come out of you. Okay? I'm seeing right now a family photo of you two, very old, right at the center of that photo. And around you are your generation, your grandchildren. You know, I see your son, your daughter on both sides. They're happy, they're vibrant, they're smiling. They're confident people, entrepreneurs, people that are leading the world in certain areas. I'm seeing that you're going to birth scientists. This is what's coming for you, okay? This marriage is definitely something very special. This is a union of successful people. And that success is going to just be truly inspiring, okay? So, man, very strong energies here. I like it. Now, let's get to the very end of this. This is what a lot of people want to see, right? These are the messages. I made these postcards and or index cards, and they all have messages on them. And I'm going to throw two. This is what they want to tell you right now. Now, for those of you watching this that already have that person right there next to you because you're already married, this is what they wish they could tell you, or they haven't told you already, but will. Let's go ahead and take a look. You are magical. And it's going to feel like that, okay? That it's going to definitely feel that way. When you two come together, it's going to be magic because you're both very identical in many ways. For some reason, I just haven't gotten the feeling of twin flame, but I do see soulmate. This is definitely a soulmate connection. Very strong connection. You guys are destined to be together. So soulmates. And you're just going to work so well together. So there's just so much magic here. Let's go ahead and throw more cards. And let's take a look. We will meet again soon. Oh, all right. So, immediately what I thought of when I read that is you two have been together in past lives. You're reincarnating again and again and again. You both are people who have done this many times, okay? And this is why you both are soulmates. This is why you both mesh so well together. It's why as soon as you meet them, you'll know, and you'll be able to pick up on what they want. They'll be able to pick up on what you want. There's just a very special connection between you two, and that special connection is due to the fact that you're both people who, in a way, have helped each other through countless millennia. And now you're back at it again, and you're going to do the same thing you've done. You're going to get together, and you're going to build and build and build and build. And you are going to be very successful at this. So we will meet again soon. Now, for another small portion of you, you have met this person already. And you're doing this reading, you're watching this reading because you want to confirm if that's them. And I think that they're going to come and they're going to make themselves visible. This side of them that you've been wanting to see, they're going to show it to you, and you're going to know that's them. I know it was them. That's the person that this guy Ricardo Gallard is talking about. That's the guy. That's the girl. You're gonna see it. You're gonna feel it. So we will meet again soon is the message, and you are magical. Very beautiful messages here. Group number 3. I offer you this wisdom. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. I will be creating more pick-a-card videos very soon. Give me a like. That helps a lot. Also, I opened up an Etsy shop. Please visit the Etsy shop. The link is down below. I have a lot of items there that I think you seekers will like. Also, I have personalized readings, private readings. I'm offering them at $25 for a 15 to 30 minute reading. They're not going to be at that price for long. I'm keeping them there because I want to grow the Etsy store. So please help me grow the store and take advantage of those prices now. I have gotten a very high demand for the readings, which I'm very happy about. Time is a little more restrictive now because of it, but that's fine. It's all good. So thank you so much. Thank you, seekers, for all the love that you share with me, the support. Please comment below. Let me know what you think. I'm interested in hearing about this relationship. I did, at the very end, I saw that you two have been reincarnating, and I'm interested in knowing if maybe you've been thinking of them or seeing someone in your dreams, or perhaps you've just been feeling like if there's someone tugging at you. I just want to know if this connection that you feel, what it is exactly. If you can share that information with me in the comment section, any information that you share, I read all your comments, and I love doing that, and I love responding. So please do share, comment. I would really appreciate it. I want to thank you, seekers, for all the love you've given me, for all the supporting words. Thank you for being so wonderful, truly, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. Bye-bye.